as a political and social force, is there a more powerful media organization?
As stands today, I believe X is really number one. We've seen how Meta tried to have another company, Thread, but it didn't take off.
Why?
And, I think X really began very forcefully and strongly, and the freedom of speech was open. Clearly, when everyone was against X, freedom of speech and freedom of expression without much fact checking. That gave it the forum to be the anchor of the new media in the world. And you see right now, Meta is moving the X model. As I told you when I just met you off the record a minute ago, that Meta now is being Xized. It's being like X right now. And this helps X reaching its potential of being fully valued at $44 billion and more. So all the advertisers that really so-called fled or left X are coming back right now because the alternative is doing exactly what X used to do.
Right. So you think that Elon Musk has had a big effect on Mark Zuckerberg?
There's no doubt, because we have seen now Mark Zuckerberg and Meta is moving to the X model. Not only that, not only operationally, but you've seen just lately that Meta is going to move its so-called administrative headquarters from Delaware to Texas. So really, Musk and X being followed across the board.
So you think Zuckerberg's just kind of trailing behind Elon Musk doing what he does?
Well, Musk is very close to the leader of the whole world, President Trump. And no businessman, whether it is Mark Zuckerberg or Mr. Bezos or the Google head, want Musk to be the only man who has the ear of President Trump. They all want to have at least a small piece of the pie.
Yes.
And that's what's happening, basically.
But what's interesting, clearly, but what's interesting is that they didn't want it the first time. All these businessmen, smartest, most powerful in the world, made a bet in 2016 that opposing Trump would pay off for them. Why do you think they did that?
It was a wrong bet.
Yeah.
Very bluntly speaking, it was a wrong bet. Trump came back in a major upset.
He must have scared the hell out of them when he got elected. Can you imagine?
No one expected Trump to come back, frankly speaking. And frankly speaking, the Democrats played a very big mistake. They custom made, I talk as an independent. I'm a Saudi. Yeah. I'm a royalist, neither Democrat or Republican. I love America. They clearly custom made those lawsuits against them to be an election year. And I understand this very delicate. Not many people in America could speak this language freely. But they custom made it to be an election year. And that backfired, frankly speaking, and helped Trump being elected.
Yes.
They were custom made to be. Why you waited 3 years after Trump left, and they all came, these lawsuits in the last 1 year of the Biden era? That was too much.
So you didn't see that as the equal application of the law?
Come on, give me a break. That's very clear. I lived in America. I know America very well. There's too much politics. That's one of the attributing reasons that caused Trump to win. The American public rejected these lawsuits and all those so-called indictments or whatever they are.
Do you ever feel like you can't trust the things you hear or read? Like every news source is hollow, distorted, or clearly just propaganda lying to you? Well, you're not imagining it. If the last few years have proven anything, it's that legacy media exists to distort the truth and to control you, to gatekeep information from the public instead of letting you know what's actually going on. They don't want you to know. But there is, however, a publication that fights this, that is not propaganda, one that we read every month and have for many years. It's called Imprimis. It's from Hillsdale College in Michigan. Imprimis is a free speech digest that features some of the best minds in the country addressing the questions that actually matter, the ones that are not addressed in the Washington Post or on NBC News. The best part of it is free, no cost whatsoever, no strings attached. They just send it to you. Hillsdale will send Imprimis right to your house, no charge. All you got to do is ask. Go to tuckerforhillsdale.com and subscribe for free today. That's tuckerforhillsdale.com. The only way this stays a democracy is if the citizenry is informed. You can't fight tyranny if you don't know what's going on. Imprimis helps. It's free. Don't wait. Sign up now.
So if you're Mark Zuckerberg and you spent $400 million to beat Trump in 2020, and all of a sudden he rises from the grave, how do you feel? Terrified, right?
Well, at least, to acknowledge your mistake and to correct it is better than continuing with your mistake.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I'm invested in Meta also.
Yeah.
Smaller scale, not like X, but I'm invested in X. And he's right. Look at the share price, reflecting the share price.
You've invested in XAI. What do you envision the world looks like in 10 years, thanks to AI?
Well, no doubt that, artificial intelligence is going to play a big role in having a revolution in the whole, in the social industry, in the economics, politics, economics, finance, etc. So AI is just beginning. We are in the first inning right now.
Yes.
And there's no doubt that AI, artificial intelligence, will really impact the lives of everybody.
I often hear people say that. I know that like the entire upper middle class of the United States is going to be unemployed. It sounds like. That's bad. But I don't understand what the other effects are of AI.
Look, it's too early to judge, frankly speaking, right now.
Yes.
But I hope that the AI really is used, for the good causes.
Yes.
We hear a lot of doomsday scenarios. I talked to Musk about that.
Yes.
I had with him 3 video calls, and I did ask him about this question very explicitly. And he believes that 80 to 90% will be positive, but still 0 to 10% could be evilish. So we have to be very careful about that. But I'm positive about AI because most people are really good, positive, and they'll utilize AI in a way to help the world society.
Elon, when he came into X, when you invested, fired what percentage of the staff?
When Musk took over, they had around 8,000 people, and he fired 6,500 people and went down to 1,500. And that's all documented, obviously.
Yes.
And that's one of the items where I'm really upset from the legacy media, where everybody said they cursed Musk and X for firing 6,500 people, and they were worried about their social lives and how disrupted their lives, which is fine. I mean, eventually they'll have jobs. But no one talked about the economical and financial impact of firing 6,500 people on Twitter. They saved more than $2 billion. And that saved the day because, many advertisers did leave X. And there are 2 components of profitability: increase revenues or decrease expenses. So clearly revenues did go down, but expenses went down dramatically also. So that broke even.
Yes.
So really that saved the day. Yes, 6,500 people were out and X was run more efficiently because I'm always in touch with Glinda.
Yes.
The CEO of, and I'm always in touch with Jared, right-hand man of Musk, and I'm in touch with Musk, and I follow this very closely because I'm, a private investor there. So we know what's going inside. The company is performing a lot better with 1,500 people. So if Mr. Musk duplicate that on what he's doing right now with the US budget, and he can save hundreds of billions of dollars, forget $2 trillion, maybe that's a bit too extreme, but he can save hundreds of billions of dollars. And you can have America reduce its budget deficit dramatically, let alone to have it balanced. That'd be a huge achievement. Huge achievement for Mr. Musk personally and for the U.S. administration, Trump, and the U.S. people.
You think he can do it?
Look, he's a bulldozer. I know him very well. And when I talk to him, the guy is just so straight to the point, no nonsense at all. If there's anyone to do it, frankly speaking, it's Musk. Through the Dodge.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.